Jamie Andreas from guitarprinciples.com. I'm going to talk about a very important technique for electric guitar. It's used in all solos, and it always gives guitar students a lot of trouble, and that is the bend-release-pull-off. So here's what a bend-release-pull-off is. That's what it sounds like. You hear it all the time. So it's a bend, it's a release, and then a pull. The pull part is usually what gets people. Now you have to know how to bend, you have to know the mechanics of bending, so see my lesson on bending for that. And we'll talk about the pull-off part. So after the bend comes down and I have to do that pull-off, that's where people have trouble because they're not clear on how to do pull-offs. A lot of times what people will do is they'll do a lift-off. They'll go just lifting off like that. You'll get no articulation. And on a bend-release pull-off, it'll just be very flabby. It has no articulation to it. So it's very important to get that pull-off part right. So for the pull-off, you have to make sure that this finger, which is called the receiving finger, is holding the string tight down to the fret. It must actually even push up a little bit while this one pulls down to the floor. This receiving finger pushes up to the ceiling while the pulling finger pulls down to the floor. So you're putting this tension on the string. It gives you this. You know you're doing it right when you can do it with one hand. Okay? So the best thing you can do to strengthen up your pull-off is going to be to just practice the pull-off part down the neck. I would maybe start it here. Well, actually, maybe it's better to start up at the 10th. So pushing up and pulling down with that. Do that every day. Believe me, it takes a while, okay, if you're new to it. But it really strengthens up the fingers. Now, putting it into the bend-release pull-off, and maybe I'll do it here at the 8th fret. So I get into my bending position. Make sure you have your thumb around, fingers like this. Make sure you have contact here. Those are all the important points about bending. You do the bend, you bring it down, and now comes the pull-off. So there's 3 different notes there. 1, 2, 3. And make sure you hear each one. So this, I would take it, you might even start up at 12. And give that a good pull. Work it all the way down. Work it all the way down to 3. To the 3rd fret. When the fingers have to spread a little more, it feels a little bit harder. You can also practice this famous lick from Stairway to Heaven solo. And that's a 2nd string bend-release pull-off. You got to hear that snap. And that's a good example of a lick that really will never sound right unless you're doing a good pull-off. Now, when you practice it, you want to do it very, very slow. Use the metronome. Something like 2 clicks per note at 60. About like that, and work the speed up on that. Work it faster and faster until you can do it faster and it sounds good and you're hearing all 3 notes. Work it on different strings. It's almost always done between 3 and 1. So I think that I would just worry about those fingers for practicing it. And that is what you need to know about bend-release pull-offs. Now you may notice as you watch this video that I give you the real secrets of great guitar playing. I don't tell you just what to do, I tell you how to do it. So please help me spread this unique teaching by commenting, sharing, subscribing, and of course ringing that bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new and incredible guitar lesson. Thank you so much.